What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Sports and Superheroes. I'm one of your hosts. I do the superhero side. My name's Sammy, and my co-host Marcus does the sports side. Say what's up, Marcus.
What's up, people? How y'all doing this evening?
So we are on episode 37. This is episode 37 of the podcast. If this is your first time to the podcast, welcome. Appreciate you coming through. If you've been here before, what's up? Thanks for stopping back. We talk about superhero and sports entertainment news from the past week, give our thoughts on some of the stories, our opinions, and how we feel about things. We're both passionate about these two topics because this is the topics we love. So we love talking about it with you guys. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and hit a comment down there to let people know you like it. Share it to some of your friends, and check out all our other social medias. If you would like to, you can leave us a voice message at the link down below. You can do like a minute and a half, talk about sports, superheroes, or even life stuff. As long as it's not weird, we'll probably answer it. But with that all out the way, let's get right into it because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So, Mark, here with that first sports story.
Uh, well, let's talk about UCLA football. Man, they are in shambles right now. Right as we started, right as we started the show, I decided to pull up UCLA football. Let's just see if anything else happened. Apparently, they fired their coach already.
Wow.
And we're only in week 3 in the college football season.
Jeez.
Let me give you a little backstory on why it happened. So, UCLA football, started off poorly. They lost to Utah and UNLV, and then last Thursday they got the ass beat by New Mexico. The score was 35-10.
Damn.
And UCLA gave up 450 yards. New Mexico was a 15.5-point underdog. So, for you gamblers out there, as UCLA fans, I know I'm not supposed to curse this early. They messed up the money.
The money. That's a sure bet. And you like, I'm gonna make some money on this and then watch the game. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. New Mexico was a 15-point underdog and they won by 25. Also, to add insult to, I guess, embarrassment instead of injury, UCLA paid New Mexico. Well, I don't know if they paid them yet because they got until next year to pay them. But they paid New Mexico 1.2 million to play them because what happens, I don't know how familiar you are with college football, but usually, not usually, but at the beginning of the season, bigger schools will play smaller schools to come to their school, and the bigger schools usually beat up on smaller schools, and they pay them a significant amount of money to play them. It's like tune-up games. It's like tune-up games to get ready for your conference, or some of the bigger schools will play other bigger schools in the beginning of the year to kind of make their record look better for bowl games, and now with the 12-team champion playoffs. But so it's not unusual for a bigger school to play a small school. It is unusual. It doesn't happen often. It's happened before where the small school just like beat the bigger school badly.
That's what my question is. Like, how often has that happened? Like, I know about the whole paying smaller schools to come play you because I only know about it more because of dang it, Deion Sanders. He talked about it a little bit when schools are paying him to come play. At the time, he was a smaller school before he went to Colorado. So that's how I kind of knew about it. But yeah, that's crazy.
The last time I can remember this happening off the top of my head, put in the comments if it happened before this, but the one that I remember that stands out is when Michigan played Appalachian State, and Appalachian State beat Michigan by 10. It wasn't a blowout. No. Correction. Appalachian State beat Michigan by 2. It was
Okay.
34 to 32.
So it was a
But
real close game.
so yeah, it happened. I mean, Michigan didn't get their ass whooped, but like UCLA did. But
Yeah. It was a
also,
intense game.
yes, excuse me for question. Also added on, so the 1.2 million UCLA paid New Mexico. That's the amount that they're playing their quarterback, Nico La La. Oh, I can't pronounce that. La, oh Lord, Nico.
So they only playing the quarterback that much?
So it's a whole thing about the quarterback that, boy, I had this in my drafts for a long time. So Nico, right? Nico was a quarterback at Tennessee, and he was earning 2.4 million. He left the team after requesting a significantly larger contract and a better support staff. This is when Nico was at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Nico wanted 4 million. Tennessee like, nah, we good. We not paying you 4 mil. That's crazy. And it was like, no one person is bigger than the program. So Tennessee like, you can get up out of here. Kick them out like Martin. They're like, you get up out of here.
Lock
So
them up.
so then Nico's representatives contacted Oregon. They were like, "No, we good. We don't want you here." And so he entered the transfer portal. He entered the transfer portal with a "Do Not Contact" tag, despite previous attempts to renegotiate his deal. So it sounded like he was like full of himself. How do you enter the
Yeah.
transfer portal and telling other schools don't contact me? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, so then, yeah, he eventually ended up at UCLA um, for 1.2 million. Like he was making 2.4 in Tennessee, and uh, yeah, and now UCLA is off to a bad start, 0-3.
Mm.
So it's going bad for UCLA and Nico because how you dropped a bad. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know how good this kid is, but I guess not. I don't know. Like I didn't watch the game. I don't know if it's Nico or if he has a terrible O line or whatever. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
it is, but yeah, they're 0-3. They fired UCLA, fired the coach, so UCLA is in a hot mess right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm. Surprise. Yeah, that's wow. Is UCLA like in there? Are they in a rebuilding year? Do they lose a lot of seniors to the drafts, or
Uh, that I can't tell you. I'm not really
okay?
sure. Yeah,
Okay, so if you USC
but
you if you're a fan of this team that I can't pronounce for some reason all of a sudden,
UCLA.
let us know how is they looking? Is they draft class just went away? Or they have to pick up new guys? They got a lot of new players
But
playing. What's the deal?
even still, I mean, because UCLA is a big school. Like,
Exactly.
there's no reason they should lose to Utah, UNLV, and New Mexico. Like Utah, Utah and UNLV are basketball schools for one. Not saying that they can't have a good football team, but those two are schools. That's like if North Carolina, even though I know Bill Belichick is the coach right now, but if North Carolina beat a bigger school name in football, like you don't expect that because they are a basketball school, so their players
Hmm.
that they recruit, their better players play basketball. Yeah, so guess shout out to them. I will say, I'm just gonna throw this in there. I'm glad somebody else sucks at football besides the Bears. I will not be talking about that this week. I'm glad I was at work and missed the game. It was bad.
Under, I understand. I understand. It's a sore subject. I understand. I understand. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's interesting to see. Uh, so it's gonna be something to look to see how their season's gonna go. You see if they rebound, if they, the coaches right now yelling at these kids like, "What is y'all doing?" Now I might have to go watch
Oh,
that game and see how it played out. See if they were just missing tackles, if they was just getting flags. Like, see what happened in that game.
did you did you watch the video I sent you the group chat this morning?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So I sent the video of the. I don't know if there's a high school or college, but the caption was like, "Point of view: Your team lost by 30. The next day, your coach took your team to a job fair." That's what they're finna do to UCLA. They're like, "Yeah, y'all should just go ahead, hit them books, and look for a job because this football thing ain't working out."
Yeah, hey, you got to know when to fold them. You got to know when it's time to hang those cleats up.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So speaking of knowing when to fold them, DC actually has some great news right now. They don't need to be folded anything right now. DC actually won 9 Emmys a couple nights ago at the Emmys. They won most of their Emmys for like creative arts. I think it said. One second. I had it pulled up and I lost it. But they won most of their Emmys. Creative arts, yeah. So I'm guess set design stuff like that. But they also won one Emmy for a prime time Emmy. It was the outstanding lead actress in a limited or series or movie. Christina Milioti, I always pronounce her name weird. Miliato, she played Sophia Falcone. I can pronounce Falcone, but I can't pronounce her real last name. That's wild. That's the power of TV. But she plays Sophia Falcone in The Penguin. Um, she won an Emmy. So DC has a little hardware, and technically, this is the new DC. Is it? No, technically, it's on the tails of the old DC because the Penguin is a old DC show. So they kind of can be happy, but kind of be sad. Secondly, they actually canceled the Penguin show. Um, which is kind of just like HBO canceled Lovecraft Country, and then it went on to win a whole bunch of awards. It was like, why did you cancel this show that is clearly people love? Not only people love the show, you're it's good enough to win awards. It's an award winning show, and now you just cancel it before. Um, but since it's been canceled, but since they won these Emmys, Matt Reeves have been coming out who actually produced and wrote and directed the Batman, which this Penguin is based off of, has been coming around saying, there might be something left to this show. There might be a chance for a revival for this show. I know two other shows had got the chopping block after the Penguin had, did its run. They were going to do a show in Arkham Asylum, and I think it was called. What was it called? Let me see if I can find it real quick. 5 years. 1 second. Thought I had this ready to go, but it wasn't there. Mm, oh, I can't find it. It was another show. I think it was based on Gotham's police. Dang it! Because I know I just read it a second ago. It was just or scrap. Yeah, there we go. It was supposed to be a Gotham City Police Department show based on the Gotham City Police Department, and the other show was based on the Arkham Asylum. They both got scrapped right after the Penguin finished, which sucks. But now that we know that uh, apparently what Matt Reeves touches does good. The Batman did good. The Penguin was a great show. Like Christina was amazing in it. She was great in the show. The only thing about the show, there's no Batman. Spoilers for the show that you probably should have watched and haven't watched already, but it's like a year and a half old, so that's on you. The show is good, except for it's a show based in Gotham, and you never get Batman. Not one point is Batman even glimpsed at, and all these crimes and things are happening in a universe where Batman is has been there. He's been in Gotham. He's been doing work in Gotham because this is directly after spoilers for the Batman movie that you should have watched. That was 2.5 years ago. Um, this is directly after the Riddler exploded a dam and washed half of the city away, or a poor portion of the city away. This show takes on right after that. So we know Batman exists in this world, but he's never seen in this show, even though there's crime happening, like big crime. Two crime families are going against each other, and then one crime family get mysteriously murdered. All of the crime family, the top guys to the low guys, all get murdered in one night. And Batman is not going to pop out nowhere. Oh, side note, there was an actual new drug brought onto the street too. And Batman's not going to be like, what's going on here? I need to stop this. No, that was my really biggest complaint with that show. And I get it. You don't want to have Batman there. You don't want to spend the money for Batman. I get it. But don't have them do just drastic things in Gotham that would require Batman to be there. That's just doesn't make any sense. I think they could have still did that show and not did those things, and she could have still had a great performance. But touche to her for winning that Emmy. She definitely looked surprised when she won. So I don't think she was expecting it. So touche to her. Hopefully this brings her more roles. And she's really good. Really good. I don't know if they're going to continue the Batman Penguin show. I know they're going to continue the Batman, but I don't know if they're going to bring back the Penguin. But this is a great kind of insight for her to see if they'll bring her up to the movies so she could be in the third Batman, or she could still be in the second Batman because it's filming right now. But it also gives DC a little bit more credit because Marvel has won an Oscar for costume design. I believe it was. I believe it won a Oscar for costume design. I believe. Well, DC did win a. Did they win an Oscar for? Yeah, they did. I think they won an Oscar for the Joker. So DC still kind of ahead of Marvel awards wise. I can't say money wise. I think Marvel got them beat money wise. They movies outgrossed them. I believe. I believe. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, touche to her. Congrats on your Emmy win. Hopefully this gives a little more credence to the Penguin and see if they can pull back. Maybe I forget his name. Dang it. What is his name who played in the Penguin? The star of the Penguin. Um Hold on, it's gonna come to me in a second. Colin Farrell. Maybe Colin Farrell. I know they were having trouble with getting him back to come play the Penguin. Maybe they can do another spinoff with just Sophia Falcone at this point, because she the one that won. So maybe they can do a spinoff with her, another show with her at least. Because I know that in spoilers for the show you should have watched, they hinted at Catwoman is her half sister, so they could explore that in that universe. That would be very interesting. But only time will tell if they do that or go down that road. So I'm not sure exactly what James Gunn is planning to do with that side of the DC universe, or if he's gonna unite both of them. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Did you like the Penguin? Did you like her performance? Are you excited for her winning? And do you want the Penguin to come back? Let us know in the comments down below.
All right. So, sticking to the college theme. So last year we got college football back for us video game players. Um, that was the first college football game in many years. Dang it! See, I think about this stuff and then I get distracted, and then
That's
I
how
don't
it
do it.
happens.
Oh, God. Uh, hey, I really can't remember when the last college football game. Give me a second. I'm looking it up. But
Okay.
I'm going somewhere with this. So what? There's going to be a new college basketball game. Uh, yeah, but the thing with the college basketball game, it will not be a standalone game like college football. What? Okay, the last college football game was 2014 NCAA football
Oh
2014.
wow, that's a long time. That's 10 years. No,
Yeah,
15.
and
Jesus.
then last year, we got college football 25, and then this year they got college football 26. So when college football came back, everybody was like, "Well, what about basketball? We need a basketball game." So usually EA Sports does the college games. EA Sports did
Mm-hmm.
the college football, but it does not look like EA Sports will be doing college basketball.
Mm.
So EA Sports reportedly ended its plans for the first official college basketball game since the company released NCAA Basketball 10 more than a decade ago.
Mm.
Instead of EA doing it, 2K games, 2K Sports will release a college basketball video game in 2027 featuring over 100 programs after EA Sports reportedly abandoned its plans for a similar game.
Mm.
The, this announcement follows years of fans' complaints about the absence of college basketball games and comes after EA Sports had initially generated excitement about developing a new title. 2K Games aims to replicate its NBA 2K success in the college basketball gaming market. Uh, yeah, over the summer, EA Sports generated buzz when it announced it would produce a new college basketball video game. But Matt Brown's Extra Points newsletter reported that EA had rescinded its plans to move forward with a game because multiple schools decided to work with 2K Games.
Mm.
So EA was planning on doing it, but then since a lot of schools went to 2K, they decided to scrap it. So
Mm.
my guess is some of the schools decided to work to 2K. They had to be like the powerhouse schools.
Yeah, exactly.
It had to be because if the small schools didn't do it, it's like, oh, all right, whatever. But
Yeah.
you can't make a college basketball game without the bigger schools in there. So
Yeah, very true.
yeah,
Very true.
because before 2K came along, EA Sports did all the sports games. Did baseball, basketball,
Mm-hmm.
football, soccer. 'Cause I played NBA Live. My first basketball game was, well, not my first basketball game, but NBA Live '95 when that came out. That was
Yep.
my shit, and I played that all the
Yeah.
time until 2K came out. When 2K first came out, I was still playing live, And then live slowly fizzled out in 2K. Graphics got better, and then it just took off. So, uh, as a fan of nostalgia for EA Sports, I'm sad that they won't be making the
Yeah.
college basketball. Not that I would have bought it anyway, but it would just be nice to have something else to play besides 2K. But just like 2K has cornered the market, so
Yeah. That's the same thing Madden did. Madden eventually
yep,
cornered the market in NFL.
yeah,
So
because EA does Madden. 2K had a football game for a while, but it didn't quite work out. Although I think 2K graphics was a little better, but Madden is so popular that
yeah.
Madden corner football and then 2K corner basketball. So yeah, and
Yeah.
back in the day, we had options. So I remember
Yeah. Very
you had live,
true.
you had live. If you want to play live, there was this game called NBA Shootout, which was crazy because you can go baseline and do a dunk between your legs on a baseline. You were never doing that in live. Um, you had like
Yeah.
NBA. Actually, I would love for them to bring back NBA Streets. That was one of
Yeah.
my favorite basketball games. It was like NBA Jam, but it was different. If you
Yeah.
know, you know. I would love
Yeah.
for them to bring back NBA Streets or NFL Streets. I would love for those two games come back out.
Yeah. I remember playing NFL Streets with my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Mhm.
even played the soccer one. I
Okay.
don't even know why we had that when we played the soccer one.
Yeah.
So it was yeah. It it is choices are starting to dwindle video game wise for like sports video games. They're slowly dwindling to down to just one company's doing all the sports game or doing all the football game and one company's only doing baseball.
Yeah.
It's you don't have that option anymore. So
Yeah.
it
No
does suck.
competition. Because the thing with competition, it forced them to come out
Exactly.
with better stuff. Because like I really don't play 2K that much anymore. Like I've been playing 2K25 like the last 2 months, but that's only because I got the game for free. But I
Okay.
don't play 2K anymore, and just like whenever a new game comes out, I just like read comments, and it's like the same game, copy and paste games, or like
That's
there's
what
like
I'm hearing.
one or two new features, but well, at the beginning, the new features is like a lot of people don't like because it's new and it just doesn't work, and when video games first come out, it got bugs, so they got to do patches and all
Yeah.
that. But yeah, it's like 'cause I used to be that guy who was like, I gotta have the new 2K every year, every September. I
Yeah.
gotta get the new 2K. And I was like, why? Like it's the same damn game. Like
Just
I don't
added
need
some new
this.
people
Like,
there.
right? Like I don't need this. So I
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I haven't. I like all the my sports games I play are old, and I pretty much got for free with my PlayStation subscription. I don't mind playing old video games. I don't like playing online anyway. So
Okay.
I'm usually playing the computer anyway. So it's like I don't need to have the latest game. I can play the old one for like 2 years, and then when the new one goes on sale, because I know when the video games go on sale, I'm like, man, if I buy the new one, I'll buy it when it's on sale, when it's like $40 instead of 62, or I can get it for
Hmm.
25 instead of 62. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I think
Yeah. Understandable.
the
It's,
only
it's definitely a end of an era is
yeah
really coming.
the only newest game I bought like when it first came out was College Football 25, and that's because we hadn't had college football for a long time, so I needed a new one, and I didn't have a current copy of Madden. So like, well,
Okay.
this is gonna be my football game for the next 2 to 3 years before I decide to buy a new one. So
Okay.
Yep.
I understand. I understand. Well, speaking of,
Oh,
I
I see
got no
where it's coming.
segue.
I was going to say I saw where it's coming. I'm like, where is he going with
I
this? Where
got
is he going with
nothing.
this?
I got nothing. We just gonna jump into it. So there was a expo in China. Disney was giving an expo showing off their toys for their newest Marvel movie coming out, Avengers Doomsday. They're talking about toys, merchandise, and stuff like that. It's their Disney China Expo. They do every other year, I believe. And at this expo, we got our first kind of look at Doctor Doom. Yes, Robin Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom. We got a look at him. There was like this hologram looking thing, had him sitting on his throne, and there was lights flashing and stuff. And then when he got up, you can see the two circle things he uses to hold his cape, and there's chains to it. They had different logos in them. They were hard to tell, but you know the internet goes crazy. They'll figure it out. I didn't see what they said they were, but it definitely is going to lead to some deeper stuff in there. But in this hologram, you see Doctor Doom actually have the 10 rings and use the 10 rings to do magic in his hands, just like Doctor Strange would do, similar to Doctor Strange. And he did that, and dang it, what else did he do? There was a glimpse of him holding a skeleton of a person, and it's from a famous comic book issue where Doctor Doom actually pulls Thanos' skeleton out of his body and defeats Thanos with one hand. They're trying to say that's how strong Doom is in that comic. I don't know if this was supposed to be that situation for this movie. People are speculating that it's not going to be Thanos. It's going to be, who did they say it was going to be? People are speculating it might be Kane. It might be either Kane or Reed Richards or something like that, or maybe a elsewhere Reed Richards that might happen. But you also got to see a promo picture of Doctor Doom, and it was a very detailed promo picture of him on the side of a building. And you see the different look of his mask from the Fantastic Four after credit scene. His mask looks very 60s, and this detailed look, it looks more like the Doctor Doom we know in the comics and more rivets and stuff. You've seen his outfit a little more. You can see it's subtly different than the comic book version. It's more of uh, a modern look to it, but it kind of has an Iron Man feel to an extent, which makes sense because Robbie Downey Jr. was Iron Man in a different timeline. I'm pretty sure this is a different Iron Man, Tony Stark in this timeline. But then they played multiple musics during the presentation where they played the iconic Doctor Doom music, and then they played uh, Iron Man's kind of music, and then they did a blend of that, and of course they played the Avengers music. And when they played the Avengers music, they started to show different Avengers logos. They did the Fantastic Four logo, a kind of new or updated logo. They did a Black Panther logo, and I believe it's Shuri's logo. And the rumor is, spoilers if you don't want to hear this about her being in the movie or what might happen with her a little bit. I heard some rumors about it, so spoilers, you're forewarned. You want to keep going, that's on you. So they say she will be in the movie, that she's already shot her scenes, but of course, if they need her to come back, they'll probably reshoot them. But she's supposed to get a new costume in this movie, so she's going to upgrade her costume in this movie. So that's really interesting to see. They also showed, of course, the Avengers logo. but they also showed the X-Men logo, the old school X-Men logo, the Circle X from the '90s movies. Was it the '90s? Yeah, '90s, close to 2000 movie X-Men. So that was super interesting to see. Um, I I've gotten really excited now for this. This was clearly their first look at Doom, and I'm excited for Doom. I'm very excited for Doom. I know a lot of people have been talking about possibly what's the dude that played Kang that got he hit the white lady, his girl, and
Jonathan
uh,
Majors.
Jonathan Majors. They're talking about him possibly coming back. I don't want them to bring him back just for Doom to kill him to try to show how powerful Doom is, because Kang is a super powerful villain in the Marvel universe. I don't want them to do that. I would like Kang to come back, but I would like Kang to come back and be Kang. So that would be more important. Um, this whole storyline with Secret Wars is connected to Civil War 2 to an extent with Doctor Doom and stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do and what they don't do, the things they change and the things they keep the same within those comic books and those issues and these characters. People are also thinking they're going to do another round of the chair thing they did when they use a chair to introduce all the people that will be in Doomsday. I don't think they'd do exactly like that with the chair thing because that was stupid. It was very stupid and very boring. I didn't watch that whole thing. I waited till it was done and just watched it. But yeah, I have gotten a little more excited for this movie, even though it's so far away. It is not coming out until like 2026. So it's so far away, but it's close enough to Comic Con where we probably will get our first trailer, our teaser trailer, probably around Comic Con, if not sooner, because they said some things have leaked already, some footage of it. I haven't seen too much of it. I've tried not to see too much, but I kind of have to see some stuff because we have to talk about it. But yeah, if you've seen some of the Doctor Doom stuff, what do you think? Are you excited? Do you like the look of it? Um, are you still worried about Robbie Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom? I am slightly worried about it still, but also very excited too now. But yeah, some really exciting things happen with Marvel. Like I said, they also have Marvel Zombies coming out. We will cover that. They also have Wonder Man coming out in December. We most likely will cover that as well. Side note, um, Gen V came out technically today. It's Wednesday when we record, so it came out today. So we'll talk about it next week because they dropped 3 episodes, and I didn't have time to watch 3 episodes and report on it. But I didn't want to act like it didn't happen, so we will be talking about it next week. I'm trying to debate if we're going to talk. Most of my segments will be Gen V and Peacemaker. You guys let me know in the comments if that's something you want. Unless something big happens comic book news wise, would probably be those two things we're talking about for my topics the whole time. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about Doom, how he looks, the concept of what he's gonna look like. Are you excited? Are you very big on this? You know who Doom is, right? Don't you, Marcus?
Nah, can't say that.
Okay,
Hey,
so Doctor Doom is a big villain in Marvel, but he's also he uses science and magic together.
that's
That's
the
why
buddy in the.
he is so powerful.
That's not buddy in the. No, that's Professor X. That's his buddy in the wheelchair. No, that's
No,
X Men.
that's Professor X. Yeah,
That's Professor X.
that's Professor X.
Yeah,
Doctor Doom is mostly tied to Fantastic Four. He's
yeah.
mostly a Fantastic Four villain, but he's expanded to the Marvel universe as a whole as a big villain for Marvel itself. He's one of the most powerful guys in Marvel villain wise, but he has good and bad moments too. So
I was gonna
he's
say,
mostly a villain.
only Doom I know is MF Doom, the rapper. That's the
And
only.
I think MF Doom got his name from Doctor Doom.
Okay,
Like it's a
okay,
homage to Doctor Doom. So
okay.
yeah.
And then just one other thing. Did you say Kane? Or you was talking about Jonathan Majors earlier? Did you say Kane or Kang?
Kang.
Okay.
Kang. He
Say, he said Kane. All right. He said Kane. Oh, who's Kane? Who's Kane? Oh, I thought you were talking about the Undertaker. He said
so
Kane.
it's not Kane from the Undertaker. It's
Yeah.
Kang. I think it's
So
spelled Kaag.
Kang.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Kang. I don't know
Yeah.
why I said double A's.
Kang. Kane. He
Yeah,
said
Kang.
Kane. Kane. I'm sorry. Just look it out.
I forgot
Just
they
look it out
said
for you.
something about
Just
that.
look it out for you.
Appreciate
All
that.
right.
Appreciate
Just
that.
clear that up.
Appreciate
He
that.
knows what he's talking about. Okay. He knows what he's talking about. And even if he did say Kane, y'all know who he talking about.
Exactly. Sometimes my
Yeah.
brain moves faster than my mouth. It happens.
Right. Right. Make people perfect. You know who he talking about. Stop that. Goodness. All right. So let's see if I can pull a Sammy here. Speaking of fighting, yeah, we could talk about the Crawford and Canelo fight, which had me up way too late up last Saturday because I had to work Sunday morning. I knew they was gonna get to the ring late, but I was like, goodness gracious, I had to get to bed till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Good thing I was already at home, so I didn't have to go far to hit the bed. So uh Terrence Crawford beat Canelo for the super middleweight title on Netflix. Uh, the fight was viewed by over 41 million people, peaking at 24 million concurrent streams. The, that event was the most viewed men's championship boxing match this century. Match this century was number one on Netflix in 30 countries and generated a stadium record of 47 million gates. It was the third largest in boxing history behind Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao at 72 million and Mayweather versus Conor McGregor at 55 million. This is money made at the gate, so at the venue.
Okay.
Uh, but Canelo and Crawford did not eclipse the 108 million viewers who watched Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight last November.
Okay.
Which, side note, I think the Tyson and Floyd match.
It should beat that.
You know what? I was gonna say I think it will beat that, but then I just thought about Jake Paul has his fans and younger
Oh
fans
yeah.
and internet. You know the young kids who know Jake Paul and they don't know Tyson or Floyd. So,
Yeah, true.
but I was gonna say what you just said confidently, but that split second I thought about that point. I
True.
hope it.
But then
I
maybe
hope
the
it's
old heads will watch them. Maybe we get a bigger
true.
30 to 50 viewership.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
we'll see. So the reported total purse for the Terrence Crawford versus Canelo fight is approximately 200 million. Canelo is receiving most of it. He's getting 150 million, and Crawford is getting 50 million. Uh, Crawford moved up two divisions to challenge Canelo and scored the biggest win of his career, a unanimous decision victory to win the undisputed super middleweight championship.
mhm.
Crawford A four division world champion, put his name in the history books by becoming the first men's fighter in the four belt era since 2007 to become an undisputed championship in three weight classes: junior welterweight, and super middleweight.
Okay.
Canelo is also a four division champion. His only three losses are Crawford, Mayweather, and Dimitri Bivol. When Canelo moved up to light heavyweight to challenge for the world title. The loss to Crawford snapped a six-fight winning streak for Canelo. And just to show you, to give you the scorecard, because he came to a decision and with the whole, I think it was 12 rounds. The judges had it 115, 113, Crawford 115, 113, and 116, 112. And Crawford is now 42-0. So it seems like this from like watching the match and some of the post commentary. This was a really huge fight for Crawford because
Okay.
although he's undefeated, um,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess the stain on his record was that he really hadn't like beat a big name boxer.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
like, yeah, you good, but who have you beat? Like, who have you fought? So for
Yeah.
him beating Canelo is really like pushes him
Yeah, it's gonna
into
elevate him. Okay.
like the like some of the greatest boxers to do it. So
Yeah, I
I
heard somebody say he went up like two weight classes to fight
yeah,
this
yep,
dude.
he did. It was
Uh,
a good fight. It
that's
was a good fight.
I seen a clip of when Crawford hit Canelo. He looked back at him.
Yeah. I was just gonna say.
He was
So so
like,
what
"Ooh."
so yeah, they like boxing. Then they would have these moments like for like a couple of seconds where they were just brawling, and then they hit you
Okay.
top out. Crawford called Canelo in the face, and he said, and he was back here like, "Oh," I said, "Oh, this motherfucker hitting hard." I mean, shout out to both of them. They both took some punches, some like heavy punches, and neither
Uh-huh.
one of them went down. Respect to both of them. It was a, it was a great match. Great match
Okay.
to watch.
I
Yeah,
know. I know. They say usually when you go up weight classes, you lose your speed or your power. And Camelo said like this is I might be misquoting him, but I think Camelo said he thinks Crawford is better than Floyd Mayweather. Like I don't know if I seen that to where maybe
no, I want to co-sign that you are correct.
okay,
I I I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think that quote is
okay,
correct. If it wasn't that, there was something about Crawford and Mayweather. I
yeah.
don't remember.
But Camelo was giving him like his flowers. He was like, no, he was the better fighter. I couldn't figure him out. He was the better fire, period. I ain't no ifs, buts, no. He did his thing. Um, so he was very respectful, and even Crawford was still even respectful to him. Like it was mutual respect
Yeah.
from two men that literally tried to beat each other to death. Uh,
Also, it is a wild story, and I would definitely give it up to Crawford for this. So Crawford is from Nebraska.
okay,
If I remember correctly, Omaha. Don't quote me on that part, but he's for sure is from Nebraska. So growing up, his mother used to pay other kids in the neighborhood to fight him,
oh wow,
and he would win those. He would win all the fights. But his mom was like, And his dad was like, yeah, he can box. And then his mom was like, yeah, he ain't this, he ain't that, he ain't ish. Like, and she would
Uh,
pay kids to fight her in the neighborhood. Me being a petty guy I am, if I was him and I made it, and I know that people say what you want to
go
say.
pay somebody to fight your mom.
Hey, when I get older and I made money, you know, like, oh, people say, oh, she made him tougher, made him become a champion. He is today. Nah, man. Like if I made it, ma, don't come to me to the what, man. Like, listen, you paying kids to fight me? Like, what kind of?
That
No, man.
is
No, man. I'm not rocking with
that's
that. That
it's a
I,
little weird.
you I understand you want to make your child tough, but there's a for me, there's a way to go about it, and I feel like that was not the correct way. Although he did become he is a championship boxer who's making a
True.
lot of money fighting, but still, I don't agree with that parenting.
I don't know if I would do that to my son. Do my son need to get beat up? Possibly. Yeah, no, possibly, definitely. But I don't know if I would pay another kid to fight my son.
For me, like
That feels a little too much.
if my kid is out there talking shit and he getting a fight, then fine. You talking shit,
Yeah,
but
that's different. That's on
I'm not
you,
gonna
bro.
pay a kid to fight my kid. If he ends up in a fight, he ends up in a fight. But I'm not gonna seek
Yeah,
it out. Like,
that
what are we
is a
doing?
little different. That is
That's
a
crazy.
little different.
Yeah, but
But
long story short, if I made it, I'm looking at my mama sideways. I'm like, mm, no, no.
very much understandable. Very much understandable. But speaking of fights, there was a great and not so great fight in this week's Peacemaker. Yes, we're going to do a quick review of Peacemaker episode 4. It is called Need I Say Door. Quick synopsis. In this episode, we start off in the beginning of the episode. Peacemaker, Kevin, and his dad, as younger, both young kids, and his dad's younger, out in the woods hunting. This is where we learn how Peacemaker's dad came upon the multi generational demon dimension door he has. Turns out he killed an alien in the woods. He shot an alien that was using the dimensional door. He shot the alien, and of course, they took the door with them. Um, cut back to present day. Peacemaker has come back into his prime universe after being at the second Peacemaker universe and stopping that Sons of Liberty. He's sitting down in his bed and he realized he sees bullet holes all in the ceiling. He starts to look around, say, "What's going on?" Finds Eagerly in the refrigerator and he's like, "Eagerly, what happened here?" That's when Economist texts him and texts him. It wasn't cryptic because Economist was trying to just text and not be seen, but a text message told him to get out of there. They're coming for you. You need to leave. Peacemaker eventually leaves. Economist is going with Art. I forgot the name of that group. Dang, what's the name of the group? Hold on. That's going to upset me if I don't remember the name. And of course, it's not Argus. The Argus group is on the way to Peacemaker's house because they're going to raid his house and get Dimensional Door. Um, of course, they still have Michael Rooker is this weird white Indian eagle hunter guy in the thing, but then we also get reintroduced to Judo Man, and Economist talks about how Judo Man used to be terrible to him, and Judo Man's like, "What, you want to kill me? You staring at me?" And they go back and forth. The jokes are a little bit funny here, but not as funny as you would like it to be. But in this joke, they have this thing about winking and um uh agent what's that agent's name? I forgot what that agent's name. Longstaff, I forget his name, but he says winking is a way to say I'm on your side. So they have a callback joke later on when Argus can't get to Peacemaker's door because he can transfer the door to a different door with this device, which he gets. which is great writing. A great way to make this easier for him to move that door. Smart, very smart. It was a little bit cheating, but I'm okay with it. You made it fit in the story, so I'm cool with it. They had a callback to the whole wink thing when they couldn't get the door. Peacemaker moves the door to a cabin his grandfather owns, and he tells Abaya about the new door and tells her how he got the door and everything. And she's like, "Didn't your dad make this door?" He's like, "My dad flunked 10th grade." So now we know his dad did not make the door, but we also learn Rick Flag Sr. went to uh, Harcourt and asked her to bring Peacemaker in. Within that conversation, we learned that Harcourt knew that Peacemaker killed Rick Flag Jr., who she was with and I believe in love with. But she seems to be kind of playing it off that it was because of Waller. But part of her seems to know it wasn't because of Waller. It's just Peacemaker. He was doing what he wanted to do. Um, so we do now confirm that Hardcore knew Peacemaker killed Rick Flag. So she already knew this information, which could be a reason why, which seems like the ultimate reason why she and her Peacemaker aren't getting together really. She's kind of hesitant to be with him. Um, but she does seem to agree that she's going to bring Peacemaker in. And Peacemaker is debating on just going to Earth 2 and just staying there. Adalva is telling him he's supposed to be here. God made him be here, and he gives a kind of a really good thought. It's like, what if I was supposed to be in that world, and the bad Peacemaker was supposed to be in this world? And he it made kind of sense. I was like, okay, I'm on your side with this. Um, and the episode ends with him going to meet Hardcore and seeing if I guess he wants to talk to her one last time to see if there's something there. And depending on her answer, that's going to give him the choice to either go to the Earth 2 or stay here. So we get slept more on a cliffhanger. We do get Vigilante in this episode, and I really feel they're doing him a disservice. Like in season 1, he was a badass. He was killing people, shooting people, doing his thing. In this, he's a not so funny comic relief, and I hate that they did that to his character. Hopefully, in the next, I think we have five, six, seven, eight, 4 more episodes left. Yeah, this is episode 4. 4 more episodes left. Hopefully, he starts doing some badass shit in that. But they're really letting me down with his character this season. They're not doing a great job. I give this episode a kind of a 6 out of 10. It wasn't a great episode. It did move the plot along, but it wasn't very memorable. You did have Peacemaker fight Judo Man in the forest. Judo Man did some pretty decent moves. But ultimately, you like Peacemaker is actually a good fighter. I think he should easily beat Judo Man a lot better. Judo Man wasn't doing any like moves that would like incapacitate Peacemaker to make it fight, and he's got like 200 pounds on this guy. So I think they needed to do more with Judo Man to make it seem like he really could beat Peacemaker in a fight 1-on-1 without Peacemaker having his gun or a suit or anything like that. I don't think they did a great enough job to show that. It seemed like Peacemaker kind of won by luck and stupidity, not by actual skill, which is upsetting after we see Peacemaker ransack the Sons of Liberty with no weapons skillfully. You don't give us a skillful fight between Judo Master and him. Slightly upset with that. This also upset me about this episode. That's why I'm ranking it so low. Michael Rooker's character, where he's this white Indian man, eagle hunter. I wish they would have just killed him when Economist knocked him down onto that rock. I wish they would have killed him right there because they did something with his character where he did this Indian seance to find eagerly, and on the surface it looked cool. The graphics they did to go into the world, the spiritual world, it kind of seemed like he did, but the fact that they did it with that character felt very cultural appropriated and just not great. It's not funny. It's not intriguing. It just feels stupid. Um, and I don't feel it's gonna pay off anywhere in this story unless that guy just dies. Honestly, if he dies, that's the payoff. If that's what you're leaning to, okay, let's get it done. Let's kill this guy in a gruesome way to make us feel better that he's dead. I know that sounds horrible to say, but I'm just saying the character is not very well done. Um, this might have been a character James Gunn should have run by some other people and say, "Hey, is this insensitive or is this stupid or should I just scrap this character altogether?" And they should have told him to scrap it. But yeah, like I said, 6 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. I hope they say episodes 6, 7, and 8 are supposed to be like the bangers of the season. I hope this is a little dull time before we ramp it up with those episodes. But I can't say this episode was great. I can't say it was. It's the worst episode for me out of the series so far. And that's saying a lot because we got episode 5. That could be just horrible. But yeah, that's my quick review of Peacemaker episode 4. What was the title of this? Need I Stay Door? But yeah, Marcus, hit us with that outro. Or you got any questions? Because you're not watching Peacemaker.
No, I'm not watching Peacemaker. No,
All right.
It's a lot of football on right now. So yeah, hit the like and subscribe button for us. YouTube likes that when you hit the like button. It's what's up with the algorithm? Put us up there a little bit. Check us out on TikTok, Twitter. You heard me correct, Twitter. What else? Blue Sky? What?
Blue Sky, Threads, Facebook, Instagram.
Okay, we on
Social media is all at the bottom.
Like, I don't even know what half of this stuff is. Like, yeah.
You sounded real old manish right now, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm only on Twitter, and then I mess around on that TikTok page, but I don't have Insta. I've never had Facebook. Yeah, so we on all the social medias. We get all the things. Everything's in the description and a link below. Leave us a voicemail message. You got about a minute. Ask us some questions. We'll do our best to answer it. What else? That's about it. Sammy said I sound real old, so I'm ready to go to bed. I got a lot of shit.
Tell them about the. Did you say about the voice message, right?
Yeah. See, you want to listen?
Okay. I wasn't listening. I was typing.
Leave us a message. 60 seconds. Everything down there, right?
Somewhere. Yep. Yeah. It's down there somewhere.
Hit the like and subscribe again. Oh, share it to your friends. Share it to your ops. Put it on your social media page. We appreciate all the help we can get to get the stuff out here.
Definitely. Definitely.
Until next time, everybody have a fun, good, safe weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.